Welcome, everybody. I am happy to be here. Okay, so what have we today? Well, I'm still making that villager spot, but, Okay, so I kind of designed this wall segment here. Sort of goes out here, and then wraps around the edge, and then it'll probably go up here. Oh my god, Alpha Computer is here. Holy shit, it's Alpha of the Computer. Well, if Alpha of the Computer is here, then I have no choice but to show him. Damn, ow, that hurt. The wonderful assortment of paintings that have come into my possession. Hey, Jean's up. There's a squid that's got your name? Yes, somewhere in here. It would be rather difficult to find them because there are over 64. I've used over a stack of name tags now. Oppenheimer. I'll try and find it later, but let me show Alpha some things. Anyway, so this is Starcucks. Welcome to Starcucks. I hope you enjoy it. I made sure to try as hard as I could to sort of get that. Background music is kind of loud. Let me check. Oh yeah, it probably is. Okay. Get it to like right there. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, welcome to Starcucks. This is the bottom level of the museum where I have the 2BT National Museum of Art. Yeah, it's loud for you. I'm sorry, but like sometimes I want it to be audible in the VOD, and I've been listening back to my VODs, and it's not as audible as I would like. But that's just how it is. Anyway, so I don't have as many maps as I would like to fill down in this area, but Alpha, you need to see what all I've happened into. I got giant Harry Potter stuff. I got... See, this is where the collection of singleton maps kind of ends. I don't have too many more 1x1s that'll fill this area out, but I've pretty much filled out everything from this point upward. Like, every single thing has a story behind it. I just don't know all of them, unfortunately. There are so many bits and pieces of, like, miscellaneous effort in history. Like, it's really something. I am really proud of it. I didn't make all of these, obviously, but, like, I arranged them nicely. I enjoy that. The least I could do is show them off in a cool way. I especially love the sunrise map. That's the thumbnail for today's stream. Yeah, I know. Holy cow, it's a lot of maps, Chief. Thank you. I tried. Pale Blue Zebra donated so many, and, like, there's just so much here. Oh, there's just so much to show off. It's so cool. But anyway, yeah, so that's the museum. Now then, let's get down here. I've got a squid. I believe Jean Zob wanted to see it. No guarantee that I'll be able to find it because there are just so many of them. Ham, Crowbar, JDR Pro, oops, Pale Blue Zebra. Wait, are there two? No, okay. I thought oh, there are two Pale Blue Zebras. Oh shit. It's a good thing I figured that out. Alright, let's fix that. I had... we'll do Marco. I had one in waiting, but I was like, no, I've got everybody named. Everything is already reserved. What do I do? So apparently at some point I named Pale Blue Zebra twice. That's going to be annoying. I'm going to like have to really, really keep up with this to make sure I don't name people twice. Oh, hey, here we go. Here you are, Jean Zop. Right there. So if you didn't see that in time, you'll just have to check back in the VOD or something. Nice, Dachi. Sure. Fuck. Oh, wow, here's an unnamed one. Okay, well, Never mind. I guess I'll have to, like, get a bunch. There we go. Oh, actually, come to think of it, I don't think I have an alpha computer squid in here. At least not yet. Of course, I could easily fix that. Cadius. Martin T-Tau. God damn it. I can't find that pale blue zebra. Well, crap. I kind of figured this would be a problem. Calf water. T-Tau. God damn it. But yeah, finding an unnamed squid is very rare in here. So, like, happily, I will take that opportunity. There we go. Okay. We're naming that one to Bonnie. Just because I already had one. You know, I would probably have never figured that out, if not just, like, by pure coincidence. Okay. Well, whatever. Can't really, like, make stuff appear if it's not in here. I'm pretty sure everything in here is more or less named. There we go. I love using the trident to leap out of the water. Okay, now then. I was up on this ledge here. Yeah, on this ledge over here. Trying to create a workaround sort of tunnel from up here to down here. So I'm gonna have to do that very, very, very carefully because I don't want to intersect this pipe directly above my head. So, like, getting... Oh, it's raining. I love rain. Okay, so getting from here to, like, there might be doable. I'm early, yeah, that's kind of the point. I'm going to be doing more early streams for 2B2T. Sorry if that has thrown you for a loop. But I wanted to give the European audience the chance to sort of join in. Because a lot of them haven't. You know, they're excited to be able to join in. Music's a bit loud. God damn it. Like, guys, you're just going to have to deal with the music level. I'm talking as loud as I can, and at a certain point, like... Yeah, the music's not going to be ideal for everyone. Like, you're just going to have to deal with that. I can't please everyone. I can't tell from my end if the music is too loud or not. It sounds just fine to me. So, like, I have no metric to adequately judge whether or not, you know, it's what it should be. Sorry, but that's life. Now then, there's one we saw it earlier. Did I change your mind? What? What are you talking about? Got a favorite? Oh, no. Not the maps, no. I didn't, I don't have a favorite map because there are just too many maps. I did like the one with the cat, but that was really only for the memes. You know, because it's a cat sitting on something it shouldn't be and breaking it. That one's always funny. Okay. Iron. Copper. Alright. Let's put that up. Fuck. That's right, I'm running out of room. Damn it. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Okay, so you're supposed to get in through down here. Oh, not well. You walk in from down this level, and then up through here is where you get to what will eventually be the villager trading area. I'm trying to sort of make it mood lighting-esque Like, I like that. And then this will connect down to this level, where I'll probably have a staircase or two running this way, running down diagonally this way, and it will allow me to, you know, interact on 2 separate levels. The dates are wrong. It's the 6th, not the 7th. What? Yeah, it says scheduled for December 6th at 3 p.m. That's right now. Unless you mean my my schedule? But like, I'm pretty sure I put... Oh no, did I fuck up the placements? Oh my god, wait, no? Huh? Okay. Yeah, I fucked up the dates. Oh my god, that explains it. Tomorrow's supposed to... Oh shit. Well, I'm retarded. Okay, yeah, well, tomorrow will be... Oh man, I can't believe I fucked that up. I intended to do it every day but Thursday. I don't know why I wrote it wrong. I made that schedule late at night. I must have been too tired to realize the mistake I was making. Yeah, I guess that explains it. Okay, well, I'm very good at planning and executing those plans, I swear. Oh well, just pretend that everything is fine. Anyway, you just find can't see the issue with the music. Yeah, some people have different audio setups. Like, some people's hearings are different. Like, that's just how it is. I don't know how else to put it. I kind of wish I had some sort of like universal, you know, there was like a universal, I don't know if it would have to be like via a piece of equipment or what, but like some way to like make everybody happy audio-wise. That would be nice. But like everybody's all over the fucking place when it comes to preferences. And so, you can't do anything about that. No stream on Thursday, yes. You vote no music. Shut up, Travis. Your vote is irrelevant because yours is the most unhinged. Not having music would be suicidal. Anyway. So yeah, I like music. Like, you have auditory issues you need to get looked at. That's just kind of how hard it is to balance out what everybody wants. Some people don't want anything, and so giving them anything is equally as bad. No music leaves you with your thoughts. Yeah, exactly. And some people don't like that. Oh well. Cool base. Thank you, Vito. I appreciate it. Yeah, no stream on Thursday. Again, I can't believe I messed that up. I should make a retracted version. Nah. Fuck the whole thing. I could have... Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because, like, music annoy your ears after a while, so you have to turn it down. Oh. Well, again, you have auditory issues as well. So, like, that's just how it is. And I know you can't help that, but, like, such is life. Okay. Anyway, I've been rather annoyed today because I woke up to an unfortunate surprise. I switched to Brave browser about a month and some change ago because YouTube insisted on ad blocking everything. And so I was like, well, shit, I will switch from Firefox to Brave. And then upon doing that, it worked for a while, and now I'm getting hit with the same thing again. And there are apparently a lot of choices to like fix this problem, but they're very overwhelming. I'm not overly familiar with how to fix this issue. There's apparently a lot of like various types of ad block and privacy blocking and just all sorts of stuff that I'm not familiar with at all. And I get it. There are a lot of choices for when it comes to dealing with, you know, problems. But like, yeah, I don't know. This was not something I expected to deal with today. So if anybody has a really good fix for like stopping the YouTube, whatever it is they're doing, like, and can help walk me through it because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, then that would help. I would greatly appreciate that. Ping me on Discord after stream if you have a really good time to purge caches. Yeah, please, for the love of God, help me do that on Discord later, Universin. Please. Like, I do not know how to do that shit. I am not familiar with this at all. I want to learn, but I need to have someone look over my shoulder, you know? I find that is the best, most hands-on way to deal with this bullshit. Getting that BS ad block screen, exactly. And I can't disable it, mostly because, funny enough, I don't actually know how to disable this stuff to the point where YouTube likes it. Also, disabling an ad block sounds a lot like, hey, just let a little bit of the cancer into your bloodstream. What's the problem? What, you want to live forever, boy? Just disable your immune system. You know, what's the problem? And I'm just getting to the point like, no, fuck you. God, I hope YouTube dies. Hell no, don't buy premium. No, I'm not buying premium. Only a retard would buy premium. Like, if you're lazy, and that's why. Bro was using Firefox. I was using Firefox, but I haven't been using it for a while now. Anyway, and so yeah, it's getting to the point where it's like, ugh. I was using Firefox at that time because I was lazy. Like, I fully admit, you know, even I have my laziness. But at a certain point, you know, and funny enough, it was the YouTube stuff that got me using Brave. And I like Brave. You know, it's not a bad browser. Firefox wasn't a terrible browser either, even if it did have holes. Like, I wasn't that concerned with it. It's just more the fact that I don't want these big companies to be able to say, you can't view our website because XYZ reason. And, like, they seem to be able to get away with it. Ugh, it's so fucking annoying. You're not giving YouTube money? Yeah, I know, exactly. Fuck that. That is the right attitude to have. Whether or not we'll be able to continue with that attitude remains to be seen. Because I guarantee you they're gonna, you know, our tech overlords know what is best for us, and you damned well will be playing by their rules. Eventually. At least that's the impression I'm given. Whether or not it's true, we'll see. Complete backfire. God, I hope it does. I do not want their bullshit to go off unimpeded. You know, I don't want them to win. When YouTube started blocking ads, you just forced other ad blockers to get stronger. Yeah, but like at a certain point, they're, you know, it's an arms race, is really what it is. And in an arms race, both sides have to advance at breakneck speed. And I just don't feel like the ad blockers are advancing at a breakneck speed. You know, it feels like YouTube is advancing at a breakneck speed, but it doesn't feel like the counteraction is strong enough. And that's concerning. I definitely don't want YouTube to win. Oh my God. It's bad enough I have to get paid by this website. I can't stand the idea of them holding over my head the ability to, you know, do normal stuff. They have such an entitlement. Like, haven't you noticed that? How YouTube has this and Google as a whole, really, they have this idea of we are just so much better than you because reasons, and you will submit. It's very Borg collective style mindset, you know? Like, I just can't stand that elitism. And that's what it is, it's elitism. But until a good website shows up that can give them a run for their money, you know, it's kind of just going to be a perpetual problem. The YouTube cabal has to, or the YouTube Google cabal has to be broken up in some manner. I just don't know how. You can't sue. YouTube is also free. They have delivered their ads for customers. Yes and no. How many arms do have in this race? What? I'll let you reformat that question better, Hyper Homieg. Like, I don't understand what you're asking. How many arms in this race? What? No, an arms race is when both sides, there are two sides, usually just two, sometimes three, but usually just two. When there is some sort of vested interest in keeping things advancing. You want to advance your agenda, you want to, you know, gain control over something. That's more or less what's happening. They want control over what you can view and how you view it. Like, I actually probably wouldn't mind watching ads on a genuinely good website. That is as big and popular as YouTube. Because everything is here. There isn't anything anywhere else. There is nowhere else to go. If there was another site that could compete with YouTube, maybe. But like, a good website, I will happily even go as far as to pay YouTube Premium for another website. Because that would be the website worth supporting. Whereas YouTube is not that website. You know? I don't mind giving my support to a cause worthy of my support. But you said arms race. How many do I have? Oh my god. Okay, arms in this instance does not mean arm. It means weapon. Arms are weapons. Okay? They are a means by which to fight the fight. That's what an arms race is. It is a race to see who can employ their weapons the best. In this case, the weapons are ad block and ad block detection. Does that make more sense to you? So, we're in a race to see who can outfox whom. That's more or less what's going on. Spiders have 8. Shut up. Okay, you're not funny. You're only mildly amusing. Anyway, so yeah, that's the problem. What can we do about it? But yeah, I'm not gonna willingly support, you know, the current state of YouTube. Like, it's just not worth supporting. Current YouTube is so awful. Run by very awful people. If they got better, or they had... I mean, they would have to turn out their whole staff. Like, realistically, they just have to fire everybody. That's not happening. So, like, nah, they're not going to get better. But a man can dream, right? Oh, well. Make it simple to him. 2 arms. Yeah, maybe I should have said I have 2 arms. This is my, no, how does that nursery rhyme go? This is my, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. This is my handle, this is my spout. That's it. Yeah, I have 2 arms. This is my handle, this is my spout. What, don't you have 2 arms? Yeah, no, they were being funny. I don't think they actually thought literal arms. I'm pretty sure the gag was spiders have 8 arms. Like, tee-hee. arms. I meant it literally. You were talking figuratively. Teehee. Ain't I a stinker? That kind of thing. Very clearly being facetious for the sake of being facetious. Which, you know, I can kind of appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, he was just joking. I thought so. I had a feeling you weren't being a non-native English speaker there for a moment. Non-native English speaker moment. Wow. Okay. Oh, that cat. That cat's in a dangerous position. All right, so up here. So, much like how in this lower area, I have water from the ocean pouring over the edges into these sort of cascades. The water is collected and will eventually end up in a sewer system. You know, I've got to build the sewer. I'll probably do that next week. I've been meaning to build this sewer system for a while, and I want to make it look really cool and grungy and shit. Is this 2B2T or hardcore? It's 2B2T. Like, very obviously it is 2B2T. Anyway, and so I was thinking this area up here with the Alpha Computer waterfall needs to it needs to have a drain of some sort in this little pool, because over here, you know, this mouth portion comes directly off the ocean. The water is like flowing directly in through this open pipe and flows around the central staircase here and then out through the mouth. You can see the pipe network right there. You know, it's all cool and whatnot. So, in order to make this make sense, because yeah, the water's not going to like overfill or anything like that, but I still want it to feel, because if this water's flowing out through the mouth like this, you know, it would overflow this little reflection pond here. So this needs to like go somewhere. You're doing your homework, Sky. Okay. How's Wednesday going? It's all right, GloveTubies, except for like one extremely annoying thing that has happened to me. I got YouTube ad block banned or restricted or whatever it is. YouTube is all like, you gotta disable your ad blocks, and then I went into a whole diatribe about it, and well, I'll spare you the details. I'm not paying YouTube a cent, and I'm gonna try and, you know, do some stuff and figure it out. Oh shit, that guy died. Anyway, so over here, I might do, no, not right there. That's a lighting fixture right here. So down here, I could have the water flowing down, and then there's area here. So like, there is a definitive need for these storm drains to have like a way to fill up with water. So like, I've made some storm drains on this edge. What the hell? Oh, there was an iron golem in here. Oh, he died. Oh, rip iron golem. Anyway, and so these storm drains over here, I want to connect these up to the sewer that I'm going to make. You know, this piping down here, this storm drain down here. So like, I need somewhere up here for there to be a piping system for the water to flow down and like empty out into the sewer, because this is ocean water. You know, we have to have a creative way of controlling where the water ends up. Same here about adblock. Yeah, I think everybody's going to get hit by it sooner or later. I don't think anyone's going to be spared. No telling how long it'll take, though. It could be a very long while before they conquer all of the known internet. But I swear, the YouTubes, Google, whatever, they're very, very much the Fire Nation right now. God, I feel so terrible making a reference to fucking Avatar. But like, that's how it feels, you know? Your ad blocker just makes YouTube load a short while every now and then, bit annoying, but it gets the job done. You're very lucky. I think the way they're doing it is It has something to do with your account or your IP. I don't know which, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was an effort to track us and figure out who is blocking what and how. Beyond that, I can't say. There we go. That kind of curves that up to that. And then I want to curve this edge up as well. Does Alpha still play? He's been very busy with real life stuff, so he hasn't had the time to play in a good little while, unfortunately. I'm hoping one day I'll be able to get him back on. I don't know when. We'll see. Just pulled a bone out of your McNugget? Oh, fuck. Wow. I'm glad you didn't eat it. I guess the chicken factory didn't exactly, you know, make it boneless or whatever. Yours works, Alpha Libre? Well, I'm glad to hear it, but it probably won't stay that way. I wish the case was that we'd have some measure of figuring out what they're doing and then blocking it or stopping it or something. But it doesn't seem like we're going to have that luxury. Oh well. I hate to be a Debbie Downer today, but I feel like it, you know? Some days you just can't win. No matter what you do, you're just doomed to fail. I hate that feeling so much. Some days feels like there's always a ghost, or maybe not a literal ghost, but like the ghost of misfortune. You know, everywhere you go, everything you do will be fucked, basically. Can't win for losing today. Never found a bone in your McNugget in 18 years. Well, that's cool. I don't think anybody's found a bone in their McNugget apart from this dude. And I hate to hear that. But again, I just think the chicken factory failed. Yeah, quality control fail. And, I mean, no process is perfect. So, you know, that's why. But that's okay. As long as you didn't eat it, you didn't get injured, you didn't inhale it. You know, you've not been assassinated. You know, your life is fine. Your McNugget, other than the bone, you know, is probably okay. The rest of it probably tasted fine. I suppose that's reason enough to celebrate. And on days like today, where nothing seems to go right, I guess you have to celebrate every little positive thing there is, because you'll go mad otherwise. Don't think I've ever ordered McNuggets. I mean, I don't know if McNuggets are any good anymore. I used to eat them as a kid, but goddamn were they awful. The McDonald's McNugget has always been, like, low quality from the beginning. Whether that's changed or not, I couldn't tell you. I hope it has. But, again, I've not had a McNugget in 2 decades, 3 decades, almost. I want to say I was in my almost teens. I was almost a teen before I stopped eating McDonald's McNuggets. Come to think of it, yeah, actually, if memory serves, they started using better quality chicken around 2005, 2004? Or it may have even been as early as 2003. They had this wonderful item on their menu called the Chicken Selects, and they were so good. And the Chicken Selects were my go-to McDonald's meal for about 10 years. And then by 2014-ish, they were gone. They totally abolished them. And I was like, well, fuck. I have no reason to come back here now. And I never did. I've not been back to a McDonald's for non-breakfast reasons. I'm still all right with their breakfasts, even if it can kind of be awful sometimes. But their actual, like, their chicken, their burgers, like, the normal stuff you would get has always been pathetically bad. So I don't know. I don't know what they'll do to fix that, if anything. Uh-oh. Select should have been the base quality McDonald's. I know, right? The chicken selects were so fucking good. I cannot believe, to this day, I cannot believe they terminated whatever it was that they had. Maybe it was a contract. Maybe it was just the boys in the back room that, or not back room, the boys in the quality room, or the eggheads who invent the items they sell on the menu. Maybe they all decided, nobody cares about this. Nobody's that interested in our chicken selects. Let's axe them. I keep expecting them, like the McRib, to come back one of these days. Oh, God damn it, Ellie, shut up. Fit's audience is the problem, says Chicken Bird number 6. People with those opinions are just like, they very clearly have no idea how bad things actually are. Fit's audience is the problem. Does anyone even care about Fit anymore? Like, low-key. I haven't talked to the man in probably a year. It costs too much for our profits. Possibly. I hate that, but I understand. It may have been the quality level was too high, and as a result, they weren't willing to pay. I'm sorry, I had to harp on, what was his name? Chicken Bird 6. Like, bringing Fit up out of nowhere when no one asked. Like, I'm pretty sure that's also the problem. Okay. Probably gonna stretch this over like this. The McRib is back. Yeah, I know. I don't really care for the McRib, personally. I've only ever had it once. It was okay. But the quality of the pork was obviously, like, low tier. And the overall presentation was just like, whatever. I genuinely don't understand why the McRib is a, quote, phenomenon. I feel like it's, there are better items they've had in the past that have a greater, they deserve better, you know? There are just some things out there that's just not fair. There we go. All right. I'm liking the way this hallway is coming about. It's giving me a somewhat futuristic vibe. Oh, and speaking of futuristic, I got a nice screenshot of something that Phospholipid was working on. For those of you who know Phospholipid, his stuff is always just top tier. And so I was, for those of you wondering, this section over here, oops, So this section over here right in front of me, I took inspiration from, where did I put it? Phospholipid. Yeah, here we go. I took inspiration from Phospholipid's thing here. He made this in August. And so I just got, I don't know, maybe an hour ago, I got this. Two. And I am absolutely in love with it. This shit right here. Like, I want to make bits and pieces of my base in homage to this. This is just fucking awesome. That lighting idea is sick. Thank you. Thank you, Who Loves Tubies. I love it. But yeah, like, I just don't know what to do to adapt this. This is like a sculpture. Phospholipid does so many... Oh, Phospho is a she. I know there's no interior. I don't care about that. I didn't know that. But still, I'm not really worried about the interior. I can handle the interiors and do my own thing. I just like seeing curves and sharp, pointy bits and things of that nature. Like, that sort of thing is just awesome to me. Hold on. So yeah, like, that's basically what I'm going to do next, is that idea. Oh, I just suddenly realized I didn't build this bottom portion the way that I wanted it. Oops. Looks like a Mass Effect ship. A little bit, yeah. A little bit like Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. I guess. I mean, you know, a lot of Phineas and Ferb kids are, you know, in their 20s or in their late teens. So, like, yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people playing Minecraft now have been influenced by that. Or just whatever. Okay, let's get that in here. There's just so much shit. I wish I had a bag that would store stone and all this other garbage that I pick up. Okay. Let's fry up some andesite. Okay, now that's a little bit more in line with what I had. It's sort of like a full block straddling the half slab there. And then I wanted to sort of put a support structure here, which were the stairs. Oh. Oop. You'll be back later. Oh, yeah. I might still be streaming by the time you get back. I don't know. I don't know how far back. Oh, damn it. Well, I was able to place those. I'm happy to see the free cam exploit is still viable. There we go. That's what I want. And then this section right here. That needs to be that. And then part of me wants to put maybe stairs right here and right here to sort of have it look like it's being stapled into the side of the wall. Like, I love that look. Oh shit, I don't have any stairs. Did I see GTA 6's trailer? I started watching it and then realized, oh, I don't give a shit about GTA, and then stopped because I don't give a shit about GTA. So, kind of. I mean, I guess I saw it in that I saw the press release. I saw everybody lose their damn minds over it. But I've never been a GTA fan. So, yeah, I don't really think I can say I saw it then, can I? Oh, wait, shit, that's a full block. Well, no, actually, that would be a stair. What am I doing? There we go. So yeah, it's the slab is sort of like buckled into the side with a support. I like that look. Looks a tiny bit jank because it's a stair block instead of a full block, but I think it works. Oh, son of a bitch. Fine then, I'll get up there the pretentious way. Like Aquaman. Jack the Ripper moment? In what way? What is a Jack the Ripper moment? I need to know. What is to you, City, SMC7? What is to you a Jack the Ripper moment? I need to know. Oh, shit, I need to get glowstone. What is GTA? It's Grand Theft Auto. Very famous gaming franchise from like way longer in the past than it needs to be. It's from like 20 years ago. I don't remember when the first GTA came out. Hell, it might even be 30 years now. Didn't the first Grand Theft Auto come out in the early 90s or something? That sounds about right. Anyway, it's now it has blossomed into a very famous video game franchise. I don't personally care about it. Like, it has just never tickled my fancy. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that look. Okay, now this long stretch of nothing needs to have something in it. Make it look interesting. My nonchalant reaction to the GTA trailer. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I try. Everybody's all like, oh, Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto. Wasn't it leaked already? Like, don't we already know what's in it? Isn't it, like, actually not that good? Like, is there a reason to care at this point? Because I'm fairly certain the studio making it is just another wokeoid studio that's just pumping out the same old garbage. I mean, I still can't believe, even though I'm not a Grand Theft Auto fan, like, I feel bad for the people who are, because they got Grand Theft Auto 5 for, like, 15 goddamn years. And that was it. They just kept remaking, reporting, whatevering Grand Theft Auto 5. And I was like, aren't people sick of that game yet? I guess not. Or not enough people were. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand why they did that. You have all the leaked clips. Okay. So if it's a very leaked game, it's probably one you could at least reasonably, review and say whether or not it's worth your time. Because, like, I know people have been foaming at the mouth for Grand Theft Auto 6 for a good long while, partly because, as I said, they've been blue-balled by Grand Theft Auto 5 having been released, and released again, and released again, and released again, and oh hey, released yet again. And yeah, you get the idea. Like, at a certain point, my interest goes out the window if you tread old ground too often. I can't imagine other people don't feel the same. First GTA was 2D. Yep. Yeah, it was a long time ago. That had to have been almost 30 years now. Wonder if they're going to do anything for their 30th. Because that's coming up. I know 5 was a meme factory. Everybody loved 5 because it was so easy to just, like, make things fun. The game wasn't, like, try-harding. Okay, I need light. But I don't know. A lot of studios have gone crazy in the last few years. So it may simply be you're stuck with whatever they give you. Which is in some ways a fate worse than death, because at least if the series had died out, you could remember 5 for what it was and be like, yeah, that was a great game. But now, the next one has to succeed 5, which wasn't as good. 4 was apparently better than 5 from what I heard. And so now you got Grand Theft Auto 6 following in the footsteps of basically royalty. Like, that's a very hard act to follow. Oh, shit. Out of andesite. Semi-open world realistic driving mechanics or whatever. You can roam around freely, steal cars. Yeah. It gives you a remarkable amount of freedom and fake power. It's, it kind of falls into the power fantasy simulator in a lot of ways. And it gets scapegoated a lot for being, quote, the cause of violence in video games and other dumb shit like that. Or at least it used to. I don't think it does anymore. Because, like, I haven't seen video game scapegoating in a little while. It isn't a real world simulator. It's more like you're set in a place. It has mechanics. And you're basically told, go wild. So you can. You can go absolutely wild in Grand Theft Auto if you so wish. But it's basically thievery simulator when you get right down to it. How to be a thief and a crook and a ne'er-do-well. The game, the experience. And for some people, that is a dream. Some people absolutely want to become criminals. Like, their dream is to be a thug. And for some people, being a thug is a bad thing. It's supposed to be looked down upon. You're not supposed to be a thug, a monster, a criminal. Like, that's bad. And to some people, it's the most amazing thing you could ever be. It's paradoxical. So I don't know. I can see why it's popular, though. Because as I said, that's a very popular idea. Okay. Let's see here. So, I want, dark oak, maybe? Let's try some dark oak doors. I'm not sure if I want dark oak doors or not. Maybe I'll try the new... Oh, I don't have it with me, do I? Mangrove. I don't have mangrove. Oh, wait. Yes, oh, wait. I may have... There we are. I have the little fuckers. Propagule. There we go. Okay. Let's plant and destroy. Can you plant these on sand? Can't plant them on coral, so I guess it has to be dirt. Shit. Pretty sure it's underwater dirt. I don't remember. Anyway, I like the look of the red for the wood. So let's see if this will... Come on, grow. Does it have to be a larger amount? Dirt or mud? Okay. Diet or mud, that's fine. Dirt on sides? Really? Okay, that's new. Didn't realize it needed dirt on all sides. Five by five? Okay. Well, in that case, I'll move the center up a block. Maybe it does need to be 5 by 5. Yeah. Shit. You can grow on land? Yeah, I probably should. You had one, now it's side by 3 by 3. Take the sides above it off. Make it a flat 5 by 5. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, Marco. Are we too far under the water? Takes a lot of bone meal sometimes. Damn it. Are we too deep under the water? Like, if we're too deep underwater, that might also be a problem. Where did I put my bones? Winter or summer? Clearly summer. Summer is better month. Aha! There we go. Got it. Thank you, Stone. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Alright. That's not a lot of mangrove wood, but I guess it'll do. Holy shit, that... really grew the roots. Like, holy crap. Them roots. They really stretch down to the fucking floor. It's crazy. Why? Why did they do that? Okay, I didn't realize it was a 5 by 5. I'll have to remember that. Okay, I just wanted mangrove wood. That's it. I didn't want to have to jump through 15 different hoops to get mangrove wood. But here we are. Mangrove roots. Very interesting. Oh, that's right. You got to bone meal the leaves to get a propagule back. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, tiniest tree. That sucked. If only it weren't such a teeny tiny tree. Flirty, very inexperienced as winter. I don't like winter just in general. If I could, I will happily kick that season to the curb. Oh, wow. The cauldron filled up entirely. That's cool. That cauldron was not full. And now it is. Oh, have we gotten... No, we're not. Okay. I was lucky enough... When was that? I think it was Friday. I was lucky enough to watch the guy... I don't know who it is, but whoever it is maintaining that newspaper, I was lucky enough to catch them actively doing it. Ooh, I like that. I like the red of the door. The red wood is just so much cooler than the brown. Even though the brown does look snazzy, I love how like uniform and smooth it looks. It does look good. I can't lie. Grow on land for wood. Grow one, delete the block next where you grew it in line. Oh, okay. Well, if you get no snow, winter is just okay. Just really cold. Yeah, it's the cold that's the problem, June. I do not like the cold. I like the warmth. I like summer. I like heat. I do not like cold. End of story. Like, take out the cold part, and I'd be all right with winter. But because it gets freezing fucking cold, I don't want winter. Also, I will push that back. Oh no, it opens to the right instead of the left. Yikes. There we go. Problem solved. Yeah, I like that better. That looks so much better. Okay, so there's probably not going to be a way to access this top sort of reflection pool, but that's fine. Not really concerned about it. Now, as for down here, I'm going to waterlog this, and then I'm going to make an acacia trapdoor. Until we get copper trapdoors, the acacia trapdoor will have to do. Sort of like how in the olden days, before we got chains, I had to use iron bars in place of chains. So I'll have to use acacia in place of copper until we get it. There we go. Because the acacia... Oh, fuck you, not the pressure plate. Trapdoor. Anyway, the acacia trapdoor looks just like the copper trapdoor until the copper starts to oxidize. Then it doesn't. But anyway, yeah. So this is a drain that I will use for down here, because then the water will flow into this area and down into, you know, I'm going to have a sort of a building or something in this area, and it will feed into the sewer system. And then obviously we'll have the villager trading area. I think that looks good. Chilling on a nice 6 degrees. Oh god, rainy night. I hate those. I hate it when it rains and when it's cold at the same time. $58 degrees is way better than 6. I think 6 is like 30-something degrees. Or 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Ugh, give me the tropics any day. I don't want the fucking cold. Oh well, what can you do? Weather is as weather does. I'm thinking of sloping this around. So this, and that. Put that there. Yeah, I like that. Makes this edge here feel like it's sort of supporting the section of wall directly above it. Don't worry, climate change will warm your winters. Yeah, but do you know how many hundreds, if not thousands of years that's going to take? Like, yeah, climate change will eventually warm everything. But, like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to have that take that long. Because, yeah, no, climate change isn't going to kick in for a very long time. Not to the degree everybody's worried about. I always find it funny when people use climate change as a scare tactic. When, like, climates change over thousands of years anyway. So there's not much you can do about that. Okay. Now then. Up in here, I kind of want to, like, change the style when you get to, like, this level right here. 90 is hot. Yes, 90 is good. 80 is good. Like, you don't have to be outside when it's 90. At least I hope not. Some people do, but I'm not one of them. The tropics would get roasted? No, I don't think the tropics are going to change. Like, we're not increasing the amount of solar radiation we get. Climate change is just a trapping of carbon dioxide that causes that warming. So I don't think we're going to get too much warmer than we already are. It'll just be like the equator in most places. It'll be warm everywhere. Though it's hard to say exactly what will happen, simply because, like, nobody's been alive back when the climate was really wild and way hotter. Like, something people don't seem to understand, there were times in Earth's ancient history where there were no polar ice caps. That was just the norm. There were times in Earth's history where we had gigantic supercontinents, too. Like, Earth's been through a wild, wild ride over the millions and millions of years. And billions of years, really. Like, it's just going to keep going through more and more wild rides. That's just all there is to it. I don't think we, as humans, are going to stop that. I don't know, maybe I'm too pessimistic. You know, the hottest city ever got over 50 C? Okay. 50 C in Fahrenheit, that's like 130. 120. Like, yeah, it can get really bakingly hot. I agree. But overall, humanity has survived through a lot. The Earth has survived through a lot. You know, I think we'll be okay. We'll make it through somehow. I mean, if the Australians can have barbecues on Christmas Day, because it's fucking summer for them anyway. Like, if the Australians can do that, I want to do that. I don't want to have a snowy white Christmas. I want to have a pool party or, you know, some sort of like outside get together where people can enjoy themselves. But maybe I'm weird. I don't know. Okay. We got all that. I might change this wall. to be deep slate brick up to a point. Because I think just the plain Jane deep slate brick is very drab. I kind of want to make it go to something. Also, I hate to admit this, but I have Christmas carols stuck in my head because I was hearing them before stream started. And God, they've been... I hate it when the Christmas carols kick in because they live rent-free in my head for months. Ugh. I can't stand it. Somebody please give me a memory cleanser. Some sort of agent that destroys thoughts. Oh. Never seen snow in your life? Oh, wow. Thought it was, you saw a photo of it and thought it was sand. That's so silly. I will tell you this. You're not missing out on anything. Snow is not worth your time to wonder about. Oh my God, snow! Wow, I sure would love to go see that. Like, no, you're really not. You're not doing yourself any favors. God damn it! Go in the hole. Anyway, you're not doing yourself any favors if you want to go and see snow. Snow ain't good. Snow is cold. Snow is uncomfortable. Snow will make you regret ever having stepped foot outside. Okay, deep slate stair. Do I not have any? Yes, I do. So yeah, no, don't go outside in the snow, Travis. It ain't worth it. Oh wait. Yeah, that was a mistake, but like I kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm kind of gonna use the hell out of that. See? Just like Mr. Ross said, there are no happy accidents, only intentional errors. Wait. Did I fuck that line up? I think I did. Oh well, whatever. Errors that get turned into cool things. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. That's it. And according to my parents, I was a happy accident. I'm just kidding. My parents had me on purpose. Unlike some of you. That's so fucking mean. Oh, I couldn't resist. I had to poke fun and do that. Okay. So, by the way, just as an aside, I was joking. Don't take anything I said just now too seriously. There are some very emotionally sensitive people in my audience. That was not intended to be, a slight against you. I was just joking in general. So, like, don't read deeply into that. There. Disclaimer over. Am I sure about that? As far as I'm aware. I mean, I haven't asked in an incredibly long time. So I'm going to continue to assume I was an intentional, planned baby. But I can't... Well, I mean, I can know. I'm pretty sure my parents said yes the last time I asked that, but I haven't asked that since I was literally single digits. So, like, it would be weird for me to ask that now. Oh, shit, it's time to slap. So I'm probably not going to try and confirm, because why the fuck do I need to confirm it? Like, it doesn't matter at this point. whether I was an accident or an intentional or whatever, that it's about as irrelevant at this point as irrelevant things can be. So that must all be deep slate cobble. Fuck, I'm gonna have to chisel up some blackstone brick slab. And if it is true that I was an accident, oh well. I'm here now, bitches. Deal with it. And really, that is probably the right attitude to take. Oh well, I'm here now, and you gotta deal with it. Okay, this is bothering me, even though I had it every 3 blocks. Because this little island of wall is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, space 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 9 blocks long. There probably needs to be a central bit here in the center. And then I want to probably slab off the floor entirely. Mostly because I don't like the idea of mobs being able to freely spawn here. Oh wait, shit, wrong spawn. There we go. That looks so much better. So much more uniform. I like that. Part of the Born on Purpose squad. Good. Did I really ask Vape Pens if he eats ass? I've asked him that. Everybody's asked him that. Like, I think when a meme, because the Vape Pens eats ass meme has really, like, blown up. When any meme does that, people begin to wonder, well, is it true? Maybe because everyone's saying it, there's an element of truth to it. And then you have to genuinely wonder. And so I could tell it was probably false, but I did want to be sure. Because he may have legitimately said that at one point. And if the person in question said it at one point, even if they were joking, you know, you can't help but wonder. Well, why did you say it if it wasn't true? You know, that kind of idea. Like, Well, if you said it and it was an untruth, then I guess you only have yourself to blame sometimes. Sometimes. Like, sometimes it's just a joke, and jokes are taken out of context, and fair enough. But, like, I don't know. Will I use the new crafter? Probably. Hey, Pale Blue Zebra, how are you? I found out, Pale Blue, that I named 2 squids after you at one point. So I had to correct that error. So if you ever watch the VOD, you know why. But will I use the new crafting block? Yeah, I will most certainly make use of the new crafter. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Speaking of new, they have already released 1.20.4, release candidate number something, I don't know. Like, we're not staying on 1.20.3. We're apparently staying on 1.20.4, and we're gonna add a bunch of new stuff, I guess. I don't know. Like, what happened? What on earth happened with that? Like, how did they fuck that up? What is going on at Mojang Studios? Like, seriously though, it's so weird. Like, I was all gung-ho about 1.20.3 just last night. And I was like, yeah, 1.20.3. You know, we can finally take a step toward 1.21 or whatever the hell. And maybe 2B2T can get 1.20 point whatever if they upgrade or update Folia and all that other shit. I will happily take that because I want the new shit on 2B2T. That would be dope. Why are we waiting? But I guess with Mojang updating and changing everything, yeah, that's a fairly decent reason to wait. So I don't know anymore. Just don't know anymore. What was the previous tune? I don't know now. Vape Pens is the homie. He literally bought you priority because you were on hard times. Legend. Oh, wow. Okay. 3 categories. Trying hard because of fertility. If it happens, it happens. And oh, fuck. True. If it happens is what they want. There's no hard feelings in that, honestly. Oh, wait. It's supposed to be a line of deep slate brick. Where's my deep slate brick? I shouldn't talk about how drugs are bad and don't do them. Yeah, don't do them. Travis. Cough, cough, Travis. Do you feel singled out yet? I sure hope you do. And if not, don't do drugs, Travis. Cough, cough. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Shotgun blast, shotgun blast. When did my base Space Off 3 with getting griefed? Did I try to PvP with the griefers? With Nerds Inc., yeah, I tried, but it was 5v1. I very, very quickly... Basically, I didn't know what the fuck to do at that point, because... Well, how would you fight a 5v1? Think we should stop talking about drugs? I don't know. I like talking about drugs. Hey, everybody, let's talk more about drugs. What type of drugs would you all like to know more about? Would you like to know about fentanyl? Norco? Perhaps morphine? What about, my favorite, hydromorphone. That one's a doozy. I have experience having handled all of these drugs. Not taken, just handled. I sure love narcotics. GBG super lucky you got stuck in 112 because that was the color update. Could you imagine if you got stuck on 111? Oh my god, yes. Pain. Very happy we didn't get stuck with a bad update. 112 was just... It was a stroke of fucking pure luck that happened to be such a stable update. Because it could have easily not been. Shrooms, LSD, Molly? No, I don't have any experience with any of that, Dots for Live. I only have experience with legal drugs. Mostly for pain medication, pain management, and other conditions. Usually very, 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 very dire, unfortunate, extreme conditions. That's where my medicinal expertise lies. Palliative care, as they call it. Not fun times. Do not recommend. Shit, where'd I put all of my glowstone? Does your stone glow low? Okay, I'm gonna seal up this passage now. Do I believe in herbalism and homeopathy? Herbalism is weird, but not entirely worthless. Homeopathy is easily the most drug therapy strategy I have ever heard. As someone who learned chemistry, I can assure you that homeopathy approaches the very notions of concentration and efficacy in the most ass-backwards manner humanly manageable. And, like, at least with the herbs, the herbalists, you can make an argument for some of the plant compounds being genuinely helpful. Because some of them can be. I wouldn't be surprised if we find a really effective drug that you can derive from an herb of some kind that ends up making millions upon billions of dollars simply because it's just that good. That wouldn't shock me. But, like, homeopathy is just, what the fuck? What are you smoking? Levels of cope. You would unironically be better off just praying to God and hoping that's enough. Because, like, I've heard of homeopathy and homeopathic treatment being actively detrimental. So at least doing nothing is better than nothing. Like, fucking everything up. Ugh. Went on a huge binge and re-listened to every Anarchy podcast in the last few days. Oh, okay. I only ever listened to like 2 or 3 of those. Why the hell are y'all talking about drugs? Because I wanted to. So there. The drug called wet, and it apparently makes you want to unalive kids. Oh god. Fuck. Well, when I talked about drugs, I was only ever talking about the legal kind and the kind that are used for medicinal purposes. Like, you know, hard Schedule 5 to Schedule 2 narcotic opioids. Like, stuff that everybody and their brother is deathly afraid of, and understandably so, but, like, has a legitimate use. And then someone came in talking about shrooms and LSD and Molly, and I was like, haha, nope. Can't help you there. I don't have any experience with any of that stuff. I've only ever carried drugs for patients to use, as per the contract I was executing at the time. This thing you tasted is Cuban cigars. Sure, whatever. Taste is so subjective. I don't really have anything to say on that. Hate how unalive is becoming more common than using the word kill because of the YouTube filters. Yes, exactly. That's an example of how a meme affects human culture on a level that previously just would have been considered laughable. But yeah, I hate the word unalive too. It was funny and now it is not. Because it just sounds stupid. Not because of like, oh, I'm so snobbish. Like, no, it just sounds dumb. Like, the word kill was invented for a reason. Not that I'm recommending anyone do anything of the sort. Nah, let's not make that 2 blocks long. But, like, you should be able to speak candidly, you know? This double speak nonsense where you have to, like, say one thing and mean another. Ugh, I'm so sick of it. It's mentally tiring and serves no deeper purpose other than to confuse. Bro's not a stone coach? No. What about TCM? And I don't know what Ayurveda and TCM are. Oh, man. I mean, it's bad enough Housemaster stole the ability for us to use the /kill command. Ugh. Next thing you know, they'll be stealing that ability from us from real life. Yo, it's me, Linefo. Oh, remember my BD 15 years old? Okay. I do think I remember Linefo, but I don't know much more than that. Sure. Person whispered me on 2B2T. I don't know. I'm glad you like my stuff, I guess. Always happy to see a fan. Okay. Actually, let's turn those into polished blackstone slabs. Do I have a degree, Marco? I'm working towards that. It's a slow process because of money. But I'm gonna get a degree eventually. TM. Okay, let's move all this off this wall and onto this wall. Damn it. Go there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to make this rounded section like this. Though I believe this is just like right over here. Yeah, it goes into this upper column, so I don't think I don't want to cut into that. I want to build around it. There. Shit. Okay, this is empty. This. Okay. Make our own deep slate brick. There we go. Okay, now this looks more proper. Okay. Now, polished blackstone brick. God, I hate when I can't find anything again. So yeah, this is going to be the villager area. When do I get a phone? Do I have to give her my number? What? Your scary mother's trying to get in contact with you. I don't know. That's your call. You can make that choice if you so wish. That's up to you. Do I know how they found my base? When? If you're talking about years ago, yes. As far as I know, no one's found my base so far. But, years ago, it was NoCom. She's your mother? I mean, yeah, I know she's your mother. That's up to you. Do you want to have contact with her, yes or no? That's up to you. Oh, damn it, that's right, I can't. I can't make that choice for you. You're going to have to make that choice on your own. Some people like their mothers and want to talk to them, and some people don't. Which camp are you in? No, unless you're forced to. Oh, the one I was talking about before. Pharmaceuticals. Yeah, I was talking about pharmaceuticals. Do I know about tridology? No, I don't. You curious about my field degree? It's just biology. I'm not going in anything special. I'm not specializing in anything. I don't feel like I should. I used to be a farm tech, if that's what you're worried about. Or if that's why you're curious. And as a farm tech, I was a farm tech for like 9 years. And as a farm tech, I learned and saw way more than I'd ever have done in school. And just believe me when I say this, if you go into the real world, which, you know, you have to eventually, you will get more of an eyeful of some of the most awful things in the world than your schooling will ever give you. There is a certain level of ignorance that most people tend to have. And that's because they have nothing but an education. But just having an education isn't enough. There is a valuable, raw experience to being in the world and making your way through the world. And, yeah, there are some fucking scary things out there. You've all probably heard the phrase, you look like skin and bones, right? I mean, who hasn't heard that phrase before? Oh, but dearie, you're just skin and bones. You need to eat more. Yeah, I've seen what skin and bones actually looks like. Without the hyperbole. Like, I know what the real world is. It's not nice. So, like, believe me, I have those of you who can tell, I have a worldliness about me. That's why. I've seen some shit. Biology was your first degree? Ah, yeah, I loved it too. It's not a bad profession. Well, it's not really a profession per se, but you know what I mean. It's not a bad field. I have, in real life, people you know that went to school for art. I think there were a handful of people going for art and shit back when I was in high school. I knew a bunch of people who were probably going to end up doing that, but I didn't keep up with them. You know, when I graduated high school, I stopped talking to like 80% of my class. But that's fairly common. Like, most people don't stay in contact with you once you graduate. Friends drift apart. You know, lives go their separate ways, you know, that sort of thing. It's natural, really. When you're not mandated to be in that fucking public school, yeah, you're gonna find a lot of people lose contact with you. Unless you were just really good friends, which I guess that's not impossible, but most people don't find themselves... I agree on this 100%, if not 1000%. Well, good. Oh, hey, Orsond. How have you been? Orsond. That doesn't go there. That goes there. Okay. So far, this isn't Ellie, is it? No, it isn't. That's Ellie up there. You're a copycat. You're a cat that looks like my cat, but not. And I'm gonna chase you to the ends of the earth. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I didn't actually mean to kill it. Oh, god damn it, now I feel bad. Damn it, no. Oh well. Rip in peace. Studying creative writing in a university, it's fun if you have to write essays. Oh my god, fuck essays. I'm so sick of writing essays. Second degrees physics, biology was not enough. Nope, they never are. Do I have to casually chase the cat? Yeah, I was not. I was just trying to make a, I don't know, a bit out of it. And I was going to swing the sword and miss and hope that the cat was going to, like, run the other way. And we could continue our Benny Hill-esque chase. But that didn't happen. And now, rest in peace. Meanwhile, my actual cat is here. And who cares about anything else? Okay, I want... some garbage filler blocks to fill in this upper area over here. Up to a certain point. So I'm gonna have this room in here, and it's probably gonna go, you know, a decent amount. Probably back out to here, maybe. And it'll have an underground area here. I've got to make it iron golem proof as well, because I don't want iron golems spawning. I don't think they can spawn on slabs, right? And so I'm going to do that. Get this left-sided area looking like the right side area. I'm also going to make a counter copy version of this little outcropping on the other side, and it'll, you know, lead up to here. Oh, there's another copycat. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it's the other Ellie. Holy shit, I forgot I made two. Yeah, this was the wild Ellie that I name tagged, and it was running around back when I had my map art platform here, which I have since located elsewhere. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Oh, well. Did I ever dissected? Oh yeah, did I ever dissect a frog? We didn't do frogs. We did fetal pigs. And these were not pigs that were born. They were born or they were aborted rather. So they were not yet alive, but about to be. More or less fully developed baby pigs that were prevented from being born. And that's what we dissected. And, yuck. I think I'd have preferred the frog. I don't really, have nightmares about it or anything. Just that it was not pretty. And, well, it was dissecting an animal. I mean, if you've done that before, you know what to expect. I mean, it wasn't any different of an experience, really. I don't think dissecting the frog would have been that much better. But, just the thought of, yeah, these pigs were killed before they were born so that you could dissect them, little boy, little girl. And we did this in high school, by the way. When I got into college, the only dissections that I did were clams. And what else? We did clams, we dissected a handful of non-mammalian critters. I can't remember what else we did. I just remember the clam because it was weird. And I was like, oh, wow, this is a unique critter. But I didn't really, like, care. The clam was extremely... Because it's a clam. It's not a mammal, you know. That's a lot harder to relate to. Also, the clam was, like, fully grown, so you could tell it was, you know, just living out in the ocean until it wasn't. Oh, well. Not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. I don't remember what else we dissected. I know we dissected like 3 or 4 more other animals, but I just don't remember what they were. I think they were like... I think one of them was a crab? Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of them was a crab. We got to like fully take a formerly alive crab apart. And crabs are just ocean bugs at the end of the day, so I don't feel bad for a bug at all. Call me heartless or whatever, but like, no, fuck bugs. I don't care a bit if they're crushed, killed, drowned, or something. Time to play coffin dance? Oh, for the cat. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, that one's empty. I think I have an empty box here. I had a nearly empty box that I could dump somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I guess not. Oh well. You did worms and you threw up from it? Yikes. Yeah, that's, that was, I want to say, one of the ones that I did, but I don't remember. What's my view on animal testing? I mean, better animals than humans, realistically. You gotta test your stuff on somebody. It really is just too dangerous to not test. Like, it is what it is, you know? Rabbits, from what I understand, are easy to breed and easy to control. That's why they use rabbits. These are also empty. But, like, is it ethical? Probably not. But, like, good luck finding an alternative that is just as effective. That's really the problem. Like, there's just no good, you know, compromise. Everything is just kind of screwed up. Dissected a cow's eye? What the fuck? That's so weird. Never heard of anyone doing something like that. Seem like the kind of person to do that, Travis? You ate a worm? Oh, God. Were you a kid? I hope. You didn't know any better, maybe? There we go. Full cataract, which was interesting. Oh, the cow had cataracts. Really? That's wild. Did you learn how to remove cataracts? That's like one of the oldest surgeries ever performed. Fun fact. Humans have had cataracts for millennia, and at some point in the ancient distant past, people figured out how to remove them. As fucked up as that may sound. You were literally remembered. Okay. Hey, Tenzium, how are you? Is it ethical to replace the ethic committee with an obedient ethic committee? No, it really isn't. Ethics are meant to be independent of normal people endeavors. Because if you can control the ethics committee, you can commit atrocities unabated. Nothing will stop you. And yeah, I'm not a fan of committing atrocities. You might throw up now. I'm so sorry. Cover your ears. My new ethic committee disagrees. Yeah. Well, the paper that I wrote and published in this publication says that you're a dummy and a big poo-poo head. I mean, I guess you could get away with it, but I don't recommend it. We did a deer, heart, worms, frogs, cricket, and you think of fish. Oh, damn. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, wow. Do 2v2t players get swatted? I hope not. Rarely, and it's usually exclusively to the PvP community. Damn, the PvP community sounds engaging. And cancerous. There's some organic circuits that simulate human organs that are made from staminal cells forced to form organs and that are going to reduce the tests on animals. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know about that. Interesting. Well, again, if it is as effective as animal testing, sure. Have at it. But that's the problem. Is it cheap? And is it effective? And if yes, it'll probably take off. But we'll see. We'll see. I couldn't tell you what way the winds are going to blow. I can only hope. But, like, I'm not losing sleep over it simply because there's nothing I can do anyway. So, I know a lot of people have problems with animal testing and other things of that nature, and I get that. You have your hang-ups, you have your what makes you feel bad, what you're squeamish about. I get that. But companies are going to do what companies are going to do. Getting them to stop is really only possible once you have introduced a better alternative that they would be a fool not to take advantage of. So if you want them to stop testing on animals, you got to make it more profitable for them to do some other form of testing on some other creature. But guess how they tested if they are like the real thing? Oh boy, did they test them on animals? Do you believe homeopathy is non-effective? I know it is non-effective. Homeopathy is cope. You need to be able to treat illnesses on the level that they demand. Like, there's not any sort of like grass-fed, organic free-range alternative. Like, scientific medicine is always the type of medicine that requires a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get right. And then sometimes we don't get it right because we're not perfect. Like, at the end of the day, there is a set amount of stuff capable of being done, and you do kind of have to just take it for what it is. It's the best, most effective thing we have found thus far. So until we get something better, that's it. They're expensive and not that well defined yet. Yes, yeah. Like, this is very, very early, very experimental stuff, I can tell. I'm just now hearing of it. It has to be brand spanking new. So it's not going to end up in commercial use for a very, very long time. Like, I get that. But that's okay. We'll keep on keeping on. I see how it's bad, but I also see how it's better than doing it on humans. Right, exactly. Like, you do have to kind of prioritize human lives over animal lives. That's just good practice. Good business. There is this sort of pseudo-death cult, the annihilationists, who believe humans are a cancer and should be wiped out. Those people are really fucking frightening. And they don't really care. Like, they're a cult. They have their opinions on how things are, and they don't want to hear any ideas to the contrary. Stone filler, hold on to the granite. I mean, granite is like the worst of the worst. Regular stone isn't good, but like I'll take regular stone over granite any day. Patient genome body, yeah. A friend of you is doing a PhD about that. Tests are highly promising. Okay. That sounds really cool. I hope that goes somewhere. But that's the sort of thing that needs a lot of research dollars to make happen. I wish 3D printing of cells and organs and other things like that, I wish that would come about. That would be fucking cool. 3D print up a spleen. 3D print up a heart, and it's tailored to you. Yeah, I've never used granite in a build either. It's not worth it. It's ugly. It's too salmon colored, you know? Don't like it. I just don't like it. Okay, this uppermost area, I'm going to start putting stuff in it. At some point, I want to have this area, this upper area is like too much empty space to not make use of. So I'm going to have that drain area down here. Actually, I might have to remove that and put it like right here in the very center. Something like that. Like, or ooh, maybe in here. Oh yeah, you could swim up through the pipes, and if you swim up through here, you come out into the reflection pool. I don't know. Not a bad option. I wish you could curve stairs downward. Like when you, well, when you make a ring of stairs, you could curve it to be in a different plane. So like a 90-degree curve downward into the Z plane. That would be really cool. But sadly, Minecraft don't allow for that. Okay, whatever. I'm going to leave the filler items here. I'll tackle all this later. Okay, so that'll be that corner. I gotta carve the staircase up to this area. What else? I'm gonna push this wall back a good few blocks. This is what, 1, 2, 3. I want to have like 5 or 7 little cubby holes like this. And then I think we can, after it's all slabbed over and properly terraformed, we can start moving the villagers up here. I might just fill this bottom area in altogether. I don't know. Minecraft doesn't mean MC Escher. Oh, hey, Asphyxia, how are you? Oh, you gotta go make dinner. Oh, no. Yeah, you better go make dinner or else you'll have a problem on your hands. Sorry, I was stretching there. Oh, damn, that is a dog. I hear that dog. He goes... Brr, 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 brr. He's big, I can hear him. Literally sounds like he's right outside my window, too. Aha. Dip slate. Did I make my avatar? Yes, I did. I worked on it for 2 years. It was not easy. But I learned a lot. I enjoyed figuring it out and following all the tutorials and making it animate and all this. There's a lot of moving bits and pieces to making this avatar. I'm gonna make a second version that's more articulate and like better, but it takes time, and I've been so distracted with like doing 2B2T, just kind of like other problems have come up, like ain't no rest for the wicked, am I right? Sometimes I wish, for those of you who will get this reference, sometimes I wish I had the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z. I would fucking kill it at YouTube if I had the hyperbolic time chamber. I would go into the time chamber for like 5 minutes, and like 3 or 4 weeks would pass on the outside, and I would have a month's worth of stuff ready and roaring to go. Like, it would be fucking dope as hell. But sadly, the real world just doesn't work that way. It's very cool. It looks good. Thank you. Why such avatar and the choice of doing it? Because I want to. I like it. I enjoy it. So I do it. Simple as. And I'm aware it has uncanny movement. It gives people a bit of an upset, shall we say? Part of the issue is my camera's not pointed directly at me. There we go. But like, not everybody's gonna be happy that this or that thing is being done. You know, everybody's got different tastes and preferences. Okay, let's chop some blocks in half. Oh my god, I love this. This fucking stone cutter is so good. Best block ever. Am I right? Okay, let's get some polished andesite and some deep slate tiles there, or just regular deep slate tile, yeah. Does the avatar resemble me or someone who's completely random? It resembles me a lot, but not in ways you would know if you don't know what I look like. If you've not seen a picture of me, and I've managed to keep pictures of me on the down low for quite some time now, you would see a lot of similarity. Even though it doesn't move a whole lot or all that well, it has a ponytail, and if I move excessively, it will slosh around. And yeah, I have a ponytail IRL. Like, that's just one example. It has my eyes, my eye color. I spent weeks and weeks getting the eye color balance and making it look just right, sparkle just right, to have that hint of normalness, a hint of like something more. I don't know how to describe it that well. What do I know about antidepressants? Well, I know they've made people shoot up schools and do other terrible things, so like, I don't know enough about antidepressants to know they're good. They're probably not. I don't know what the hell the deal is with antidepressants. Antidepressants seem to be putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. From what I've seen, they are at best marginally effective. Is my hair red or brown? It's brown, Hazel. It's not red. Oh. But yeah, no, I have no clue. I wish I knew what exactly made antidepressants so bad. Like, for some people, they do genuinely work. For some people, they are the opposite of that. I think that just we as a society don't have a deep enough understanding of this tool that we have created and the dangers it can potentially pose. Because yeah, like I've heard there is a correlation to people being on antidepressants and being school shooters, among other problems. And there's probably a good reason for that. This is probably not like everyone's imaginations, you know? It's probably not made up. Like, there probably is a reason to not be on those if you can avoid it. But some people can't avoid it. And I understand. Okay, let's leave a hole in the wall here. I'll get to this. I'd rather smoke crack than take an antidepressant. Damn. Well, I've never smoked crack, so I can't attest to how good of an alternative that is, but, you know, you do you, I guess. Antidepressants just make you feel shittier than before. You was already in a state of low energy, made the situation worse. Yeah. Yeah, I've not heard good things about them for exactly reasons like that. I took an antidepressant and became a zombie. I took an antidepressant and became a sex maniac. I took an antidepressant and wanted to kill myself even more. Like, I just keep hearing iterations of that exact idea. So, like, there's probably something to that. It can't be, you know, a one-off type of thing where it's like, one person had a bad reaction, you know, that's not the end of the world. Like, no. More than one person has had a very bad reaction. I think that's worth investigating. On antidepressants for like 8 years, it helps you a lot with some problems. And then there's thousands of antidepressant molecules, and you have to find the perfect match for better results. Yeah, that's another thing too. It's a finding a needle in a haystack kind of scenario. Because I've heard good things about some antidepressants and people who need them finding the relief and problem solving that they were expecting. You know, I got put on an antidepressant and it actually helped me. I've heard of that. But fuck if I know. It sounds very, very confusing. You know, there's not a solid one-size-fits-all answer. And boy, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be just wonderful if there was such a one-size-fits-all answer? But the world is not that nice. The world is not that convenient. The world is not that forgiving. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about antidepressants. Part of me doesn't want to know, just because of how terrible that I've heard them made out to be. So yeah, sorry I couldn't be of a greater assistance. We do have a mental health epidemic. That is unfortunately very true. Is there a fix for that? I don't know. But I do get the feeling that some of that, people have this mindset of, well, just throw drugs at it. That'll solve the problem. I don't know about that. That sounds, again, very Band-Aid over a bullet wound kind of mentality. For a long time, especially in the 90s, there were a lot of doctors just sort of throwing ADHD meds at people who, quite honestly, were not ADHD. And that was purely because boys, little boys especially, they don't sit still. They're not quiet. You know, little boys have to run around. It's just in our blood. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there were a lot of people who were put on meds who didn't need to be. And just, like, totally ruined by that type of thing. So, like, we as a species have a really bad habit of finding a tool and You know the old saying, if you have a hammer, every problem looks like a nail? Well, if you have an antidepressant, every problem looks like, you are depressed. Here's an antidepressant. That tends to have a negative sort of outcome. Can't say that it's a bad idea to use an antidepressant for the exact right cause and person and reason. That honestly sounds probably like how they are meant to be used. But that we still don't fully understand them as well as we probably should to be using them on the level that we are. That's really another issue. You know, it's like with the fentanyl stuff. Like, it's being used as a weapon to kill when fentanyl is a pain fentanyl is a pain management medication for people who are extremely opioid tolerant. And fentanyl is only meant to be taken in micrograms. And these very evil people are using them in milligrams to kill and maim and injure and all that. It really is just awful. That is like one of the few things I cannot forgive. The misuse of proper drugs for a valuable medical purpose. The misuse of such things in order to hurt or kill. Or to chase a cheap high. That's another big no-no, is people who chase a cheap high. There are people who get fucked up on Benadryl, for example. So they'll abuse Benadryl to get fucked up. And like, no. That is a drug meant to alleviate certain symptoms. It is not meant to be... Like, that's what happened with cough medicine. Like, cough medicine had codeine in it for the longest time, and it turns out you can get fucked up on codeine. Well, no, that was not meant to be that. It was meant to be, hey, you got a bad cough. Here, this'll help. I cannot stand the usage of a tool in an improper way, especially if it is to hurt somebody. So yeah, that really, like, that's right up there with, you know, murder to me, from my perspective. Probably not to everybody, but to me, that's right up there with murder. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so this edge meets here and then goes over 4 blocks, and then we have a light source. So I need a glowing stone. You were put on Ritalin because the doctor said you had ADHD. Now you're pretty sure it was autism. Yeah, like, that was extremely common. People were being put on things they were not actually needing because they were misdiagnosed. That was also really bad. Can't stand that. But that's also like a product of the era. You can't help that people didn't know what autism was as well as we do now. Back in the early 90s, or back in the early 2000s even fairly recently, like for the last 10 years, is really only when it has become obvious what autism is versus what other problems are. So no, we're very bad about treating things improperly. But I can forgive the doctors not knowing what the hell they're doing sometimes because they're flying blind. You know, when a problem is brand new, there's just not much literature on it. Yeah, you can't really help that. But like, there's a difference between flying blind and trying to hurt others. Or trying to seek a cheap high or some such like that. I disagree, could be worse post-COVID. Oh. Everyone's problems looks like a bong rip. Yowza. I'm sorry to hear that, Glubtubies. I hope things get better for you. Wish that vanilla Minecraft had cannons. It's basically like TNT, but you can use it at range distance. Okay. Oh, hey, Stone Cold Killer. Gotta head out. Take care, man. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Always happy to see you here, Stone. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. All right, and then this 3x3 with the wall on this side is where... Oh. Digcast Guy is a VTuber? I mean, I was on many other podcasts before Dig, but sure. Have you heard of the Anarchy podcast? Chatter detected. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, but no, like I've been on many different podcasts, and yes, I've been a VTuber for about a year almost. I designed it myself, made it myself, rigged it myself, and here I am. Although, in just 14, so like 2 weeks, in just 14 short days, it'll be my 3-year anniversary for streaming and content creation in general. Ooh, baby. 3 years, how time flies. Oh, you were joking. Oh, whoops. Didn't realize, man. Oh well. DJ Dead Pig. Okay, I'll remember your name then. You're a jokester. Thanks for joining the Cult of Myrrh. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Talma. I've joined another Discord related to someone on 2B2T. I sure hope this one doesn't get terminated out of nowhere. You know, actually, funny enough, like, I was joking just a moment ago, but, like, with all the 2B2T related Discords that have popped up over the last 2 years or so, I have actually joined a handful of them. And I'm genuinely surprised none of them have yet been, like, terminated out of nowhere. Because apparently that's a problem that happens semi-frequently. So, good job. Keep it up. I guess? I don't know. Oh, fuck. It's not aligned. See, this is supposed to be matching over there, and so that needs to be moved over one. Well, that's not too bad. That's not a hard fix. Don't you just hate it when you make an entire line of some feature or some idea and it's all off by a block? Gotta remake it all over from scratch. Move everything down one. Okay. Yeah, I think that adds more bit to it. I'm going in January to a neuropharmacological to check if you're autistic, ADHD, or both, or something else, because the regular psychologist could not pinpoint it down, but definitely says you're on the spectrum somewhere. Okay. Well, I hope that's productive, and they don't just sort of pass you around from specialist to specialist. Because I've heard of that happening. Like, I can't pin down what this person has, but pawn them off on another doctor. That is all too common sometimes. But that doesn't mean that'll happen here, so, you know, go in with an optimistic attitude. Every step in the right direction is progress. Even if it's a baby step, it's still better than nothing. Baby steps add up, you know. Unrelated, but do I support the Russia or Ukraine? Oh God. Am I on the A team or the B team? Honestly, I don't really have a dog in the fight. I don't want the Russians to win. I don't want Ukraine to be destroyed or to be, annihilated. Personally, I wish we could just stop fighting. But at the same time, hopefully, whatever the outcome, it doesn't impact my life too bad. Like, is that too selfish to ask that a war on the other side of the world not affect me? Like, that does kind of feel bad to say out loud. But I can't be the only one thinking that. Like, it's terrible. A lot of people have died. There's no way this is all gonna just blow over. But, like, could it please blow over? I would just like to have a conflict of some sort not be the current thing. The thing that is laser focused on by the media. You never hear the end of it. It just kind of lives in everybody's minds for some number of years. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect, honestly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I couldn't tell you, man. Pretty base response. Well, thank you. I guess that's correct. Like, I'm not trying to say what's the correct response to give. Like, there is no real correct response here. But, like, you can have personal wishes. It's not illegal to have personal wishes. Like, gee, can this big, overwhelming, global machine that just seems to do nothing but turn people inside out and kill them, can this kind of sort of stop? Just in general? But I don't know that it ever will. Too many people make money off of it for it to be something that stops dead in its tracks. There was a man who died very, very, very recently who I didn't know a thing about. I'd heard his name before, but I never looked into him. Never knew anything about him, none of that. And when he died, because he died at the age of 100, he'd been around for a very, very long time. Apparently, he was a bloodthirsty monster. From what I've been told and what I've heard, he is more or less responsible for a lot of the American military being involved with this or that country over the last 40 to 50 years. Because he was a warmonger. And at the end of the day, he warmongered. He did a lot of warmongering. I'm not going to say his name because it's probably, a lot of people when he died were eager to shit on him the moment he was room temperature. So I'm not going to do that. All I'm going to say is this guy was apparently a very bad person. I don't know personally. Couldn't tell you what happened or what didn't happen. All I know for sure is, yikes. He didn't endear himself to the average person. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see now. I feel like I've messed this corner up somehow. Here's a question. Do I think cobble is an ugly block or is it a nice building block? It's nice now. Back in the day when it was called ugly, it was legitimately ugly. They've gone to extreme lengths to revamp the cobblestone texture. I swear to God, that block has had more alterations made to it than I think any other block ever. Haha, SMC, I see what you did there. All I will say is, yes. Okay, this corner has Oh, that's where I fucked up. Okay, this wall needs to be brought forward. Oh, I knew I messed up. Okay, this wall section has to be brought 1 block forward. See what I mean? When you make a singular mistake and then you have to undo everything. Because that everything hinged on that one mistake not being a mistake. Hashtag feral. This reminds you of the evolution of diorite. It used to look like bird poop. Oh, God. It certainly did. Yeah. Yeah. There are a lot of blocks that were not flattering when they were first made, but have actually become really cool. So, like, nowadays, you could totally use cobblestone. Maybe not as, like, the main building block of whatever it is you're making, but you could totally use cobblestone as like an accentuating block, and it looked perfectly fine. Henry wouldn't kiss a singer. No, he wouldn't. Try to pass you around and ask, so am I or am I not? Make up your mind, you're the specialist. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's how some people, you know, they trust the system, and that's fine, but sometimes the system doesn't know what to do with you. And, well, at a certain point, you will have to put your foot down if you're not actually properly given, you know, your fair due. So I'm hopeful they won't pass you around. Someone will figure it out, you know. You'll get a diagnosis. You'll have something to make use of. Because that's the value of a diagnosis. You have a name to associate with your problems and potentially a solution. And without a diagnosis, you're flying blind. And I've already talked about how bad that can be. Bep? Don't you bep me, Universin. I'll bep you. I'll bep you behind the ears. Now then. Fun texture pack would be putting all the first textures of every block in the game, like when they were first introduced. Yeah, that would be wild. You would need a resource pack that would change models too, because the model for the beacon was really weird. It didn't have a texture change, it had a model change in addition. Does Zero Neb count? Bro was apparently groomed someone for the lulz and was a batshit insane conspiracy theorist? Oh god. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Zero Neb. I feel bad for the guy. He's apparently crazy. I don't know anything about him personally. I couldn't make a difference. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't make a good estimate or a good guess. I just hope the poor guy gets some help and stops being so fucking insane. If that is indeed the case. He could be trolling us. This is something people may not understand. Zero Neb comes off like a whack job. Believe me, I've seen his Reddit posts. But who's to say he is? Just because you come off as a whack job doesn't mean you are crazy. There is such a thing as trolling, you know. People have trolled far worse for far less. So, I don't know. I hope he's not crazy. If he turns out to just be trolling everyone, then hey, bravo. You know, you got one over on people. I guess, I don't know, would it be better to be considered insane by the greater 2B2T population? It's hard to really put it like... Is it more advantageous to be considered insane? Or is it more advantageous to be considered a normal guy? Like... Because if you're insane, people might underestimate you. You might be able to take advantage of that. There may actually be strategic value in being thought insane. And then you turn up at people's bases. And, oh no, the crazy guy just showed up at our base out of nowhere. What do? Like, that could be fun. I remember cytotoxic T cell many, many, many years ago. She would say that, you know, this seemed, especially for the age, because this was like almost 10 years ago that she said this. She would say, well, you know, you don't know that people might not be faking their entire personality on 2B2T. Remember, this is when 2B2T would have at max 50 regular players, and at a busy time would have like 20 players. That was busy. Okay? Do you think in an era like that, that someone is going to sit there and just make up their entire personality, what, forever? Well, what happens if you make up your personality and then forget what you made? Like, this is just so silly. I don't know. I feel that's a level of paranoia. Like, I don't think people are that willing to dedicate themselves to it. Like, there are crazies out there who will fully fabricate their own existence. But I'd like to think those are an extreme minority of person. Most people are not willing to sit there and make up their whole life like that, you know? They may have some odd tendencies, some questionable habits, but I'd like to think that people are just a little bit more genuine than they like to believe. People give more about themselves away than they realize. They're not actually as much of a mystery as they would like to believe they are. Just because being that much of a mystery isn't possible to, you know, that it would have to be a ruse, a fabrication. You can't really keep that kind of a lie going forever. At a certain point, the mask slips. So, I don't know. People eventually kind of show you who they are. So if Zero Neb is crazy, I think Zero Neb would kind of prove it at some point. Alpha Cobble was low-key fine. That's not what the people of the time thought. Like, people of the time thought it was ugly. Do bad people like that lurk 2B2T? I've heard there are a few, but I don't know. I've also heard that a lot of people love to accuse and point fingers at people. And exactly the truth of what is and isn't, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But don't talk about that on YouTube. That is the one thing I'm kind of actually, like, genuinely afraid of talking about on YouTube. I don't care about saying the word school shooting. I don't care about talking about literal drugs, medical drugs, on YouTube. I don't care about that shit. But talking about that word tends to get bad things to happen to you. So, like, the answer is a probable yes, but I don't know any more than that. I tend to keep to myself. Stop playing 2B, he's mentally ill. He's not, oh, not in a jokey way? Oh, he is actually mentally ill, Topma? Yikes. Well, if he actually legitimately is mentally ill, he's not gonna stop. Like, those types tend to latch on to places like 2B2T. Partially because I think they think it will fill some sort of a void in their soul. And partly because they just need human contact. Because we all need human contact. You know, we all need to talk to people at some point. We're a social species. We have to have, you know, some level of interaction. Mentally ill people are not an exception to this. However, they're not the kind of person you would want to hang out with, and I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. But, like, if he's mentally ill, he probably can't get attention in real life. So yeah, no, he'll happily supplement that for whatever it is he's getting here. If he's even getting anything at all. Like, for people like that, it sounds an awful lot like any kind of attention is positive. Even if in a normal person's perspective, it would be negative attention. There are a lot of people out there that are like, yeah, I'm getting attention online. That's good. But, like, they're saying the worst things ever. They're making themselves out to be, you know, really bad stuff. Like, actually, no, you need to leave, you need to stop, you need to, whatever, you need help. But there are people out there who don't think in those ways. Any attention is good attention. And the more mentally ill you are, the more likely you are to think that. So actually, no, I don't think that's going to be enough to get people like Zero Neb, and I'm sure there are others just like him. I don't think that's going to be enough to get them to go. It just isn't. There's bad people everywhere. That's also true. You can't go anywhere to truly escape bad people. Oh. Do I like the cherry wood? Cherry wood and the bamboo stuff is cool. I like the cherry wood log. I don't really care for the plank because it's just so fucking pink. It's like Barbie playset pink. And I just don't have anything that can make use of that. Like, I don't make bright pink stuff. I don't work for Mattel. I'm not a My Little Pony fan. Bright pink, you're not going to find that here. There's no value to it for me. If you like pink, fine. You do you. I don't really care. But, like, the plank is just so vibrantly pink. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't use anything. I can't use it for anything. So, like, the log looks really good because the bark has a nice dark red texture. It's very, I don't want to say mahogany-esque, but it's very pretty. You can make use of the log. The bamboo stuff is awesome. I love the bamboo. The new bamboo stuff is cool. That's why another reason why I want 2B2T to update. The bamboo shit is dope. And then I want the new copper stuff too. But no, I can't really make use of the new blep. You think you're funny, Universin? Anyway, yeah, I can't really make use of the new cherry wood planks. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. I suppose someone out there, some crazed person, will make the Barbie town from the Barbie movie on 2B2T. Someone will probably do that when 120 comes out and be like, hey, this is the Barbie town or the Barbie city or whatever it was called from the Barbie movie, and just make that their base for the memes. There probably will be someone who does that. And I'll probably laugh my ass off at it. They'll probably drop signs everywhere saying, you are Kenough and crap like that. And, we'll all have our chuckles and giggles and all that shit. But, like, I feel like Cherrywood, the plank anyway, I feel like that was kind of a botched opportunity. Could have been something better. IMO. Oh well, can't help it. It is what it is. Okay, now I want... Oh, I know. I know what I'll do. Okay, so... out in places like over here, and then obviously places like over here, it's just dark. Yeah, it's all slabbed off and, mood lighting and all that, but it's just dark. I want to change that. Let's get like right here and then maybe right here. Yeah, that works. We'll just put a nice little pillar there. Get another one right here. At first, didn't know you could duplicate templates using... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's something else I've been doing. I've been saving up diamond. I meant to say that yesterday when I was touring Copperator's world. Not only do I want... Because I said I wanted to go template hunting. I want to go template hunting. I really, really, really want to, like, get everything. And then I can duplicate it, because I've been saving up diamonds like crazy. Like, I've got several stacks of diamond. Like, I've not duplicated items in a long time. So, like, I'm doing everything legitimately. So, like, I'm proud of myself. I'm going to have something to show for my efforts. Or at least, that's what I tell myself to sleep at night. All right. One last little bit. Is there an active dupe? I don't think there is, because they've been very stringent with 1.19. So I think we won't see a dupe until 1.20 point whatever. Whatever they end up giving us. 1.20.4, whatever the fuck it is they're working on. So, like, it'll be something that accidentally slips through the cracks. That's usually how it works. Unless we get an end update in that case, bring on some end type of wood. Yes, I would love that. I just want an end update, period. I just want it to look cool. Please. String dupe. Cat. Very funny. Restart dupe? Yeah, but that's been a dupe for forever. That's not really new. Using a shutdown, a sudden crash or a shutdown to duplicate an inventory is not, like, that's not special. And also, you can't really force that to happen anymore. Because, like, Folia is just on a whole other level. Okay, so I think the last thing I'm going to do is burrow a hole. A hole out into this area. Okay, so then this is where the stairs start. Okay, let me get more polished andesite stair and some brick stair. And there we go. And I think that'll more or less do it. Mojang is too stubborn. Oh my god, are they ever. They are so fucking stubborn. That's why I said yesterday it would be a good idea. Someone mentioned there's a Lego build mode, I think, for Fortnite. And if that ends up being as popular as Minecraft, good. It'll give Mojang competition. And competition tends to breed success. It tends to breed really cool, awesome innovations like an end update. Or some other shit that we've been begging for literal years. So, like, I actually unironically want there to be a competitor to Minecraft. Because then we benefit from that. The community gets stronger. So, like, one can only hope, you know? One can only hope. Okay. Is this a block or is this a stair? No, this is... It's pushed way up. There we go. True. You don't have them block shulkers? What do you mean block shulkers? End update would be a real win. Oh, it would be the biggest win Mojang has had in a while. YouTube and Mojang are noticeably similar, come to think of it. Yeah, wow, it's almost like all the big companies have similar mindsets. We know what's best, we will give you whatever, and you will accept it. Yeah, boy, that sure sounds familiar. Kind of wish they would stop doing that because, well, it really doesn't fill you with confidence, does it? I think Minecraft changed for the worse when Notch sold Minecraft to Microsoft. Boy, it's almost like we were saying this would happen when that happened. No, don't sell it to Microsoft. That's the worst thing you could ever do. And yeah, it was legitimately a bad decision for us. Whoever wins, we lose. That kind of thing. Okay. Now then. Damn, those explosions were unreal. Slap down a lantern here just to keep this place lit. Okay, now then, where does it plateau? Oh, right here. So it plateaus right there. Oh, perfect. Right where I had it. Okay. Oh, my legs. Okay. It doesn't look quite the same, but you know, I'll give it some TLC and make it look like it should. If I could dupe one shulk infinitely, but only one, what would it be? Ooh, probably something that's a pain in the ass to get lots of, like Blackstone. Blackstone, I had to use baritone to automate getting a lot of. I did manage to get quite a bit of it. So I'm not hurting for Blackstone anytime soon. Maybe copper. Blocks of copper, because that's annoying to get. And I'm definitely going to want to use more copper as time goes on. It's like this. Yeah, here it is. So I've got all this copper, and I've got a bunch in my ender chest as well. So, like, copper wouldn't be a bad idea for stuff to go out of my way to duplicate. I don't know. There are a lot of options for duplications. Should the opportunity present itself, I'll think of something. I'll think of something. I usually do. Okay. So, oh, Copperator, oh my god, you're here. Do I have bright mode? Not really, it's the shaders. I'm really, like, not using the higher levels of brightness on purpose. Kitty. Oh, he's so precious. I've seen a cat just like him that lives in my neighborhood. He's beautiful. Holy shit. He's a Siamese just like that one. He's an aggressive little fuck, too. He loves getting in fights, and his backside is literally torn up from other cats' claws. Really sad, actually. But he just won't stop getting in fights. Oh well, I can't, you know. I don't have any control over a kitty. Kitties are gonna do what kitties are gonna do. Okay, so, I think the next big thing I want to prep is the sewer system. And I had a ton of copper blocks that I put somewhere, or copper stairs that I put somewhere. Thought the restart... Oh! Well, I mean, it hasn't... I haven't been able to restart Dupe in years. Like, the timing is almost never favorable. Oh no! Where do I go? There we go. Okay. So here's all of my sewer system materials. So as you can see, I have these giant... they're almost like a basin or a vat. Now, obviously, this one doesn't connect up to anything yet. But over on this side... I'm probably going to have a giant drain funnel of some kind down here. Hi-ho, Skyfire, away! Oh my god, Riptide is so good. Okay, I am going to move this over here. Okay, right there looks good. Oh shit, that's gonna splash everywhere. Ah well. Oh, that's right! Trapdoors block water one way if you're waterlogging the trapdoor when it's a bottom trapdoor, I believe. Something like that. Okay, well that's where the grating is. Water's gonna pour down over that. That's what a lot of friends are saying too. An end update is the last big thing they need to do. Yep. A new combat update would be cool too, but that would inevitably get a ton of hate. Yeah, it's almost like they tried that and were, I don't know, shell-shocked. Like, any sort of pushback Mojang receives, they retreat with their tail between their legs. They're like, oh, not the Fireflies. Oh, not the combat update. And it gets to a point where it's just like pathetic. Laughably pathetic. Never mind that, you know, some ideas are just genuinely good ideas and should be, even if they need to be reworked a tiny bit, just like rework them. What's the fucking problem? Like, yes, okay, it isn't exactly what everyone wanted. That's fine. We can make do. The Firefly thing was just like so over the top. I will never forgive Mojang for the Fireflies. Oh shit. Seriously, that was just such a boondoggle of a representation, of an event. Well, concept art isn't actually what we're going to promise to deliver. We just wanted to make you think we were going to deliver it. I guess. So much stupidity was on display that day, I tell you. The Firefly thing is one of the stupidest things in the history of Minecraft. So true, bestie. Big truth, friend. Okay, so from this part on down, I want this to be like a copper pipe of some kind. Oh shit. But yeah, Mojang does really genuinely get, like, PTSD from people calling them out on their dumb bullshit. Like, it's fine if somebody is all, you know, oh, well, this is kind of bad, or, oh, this isn't quite what we want. But then they just, like, oh my god, they just cannot have an idea of any kind, can they? It's a shame. It's just a shame. Shit. Bad idea. Okay. I want copper to start there. Go. Okay, so that it looks like from down here, you can kind of swim into it if you know what you're doing. There is a hefty amount of piping that'll just lead to an underground complex that, like, puts water everywhere, basically. Okay, now it doesn't matter if this is open or closed, the water will always flow. Oh no. Oh no. Internet bad. Fuck. I think that's my cue to take a bow. Yeah, it just suddenly went out of nowhere. So, unfortunately, that's just gonna have to be where I end it for today. I'm so sorry.